What's up? Rambling again. Speaking out loud. You know how I like to do. Turn my mic on. So I'm rambling out loud again. If you didn't hear the first part, I'm saying it again. I'm rambling out loud again. Speaking my mind. Again, I don't expect you to agree with what I'm saying, but I'm gonna say it. This is my personal opinion. My opinion. Now, why do people want to put state and religion in the same place? The people in the Constitution, who wrote the Constitution, actually saw it, I'm thinking the way I'm seeing it. State and religion need to stay in their own place. State don't belong to religion, or religion don't belong to state. They should not combine. Hell, they don't even belong in the same sentence. Much as in the same, anyway as you want to put it. Because, if you think about this, in the Bible, it says you should not praise false gods. No other god is whatever, but Jesus Christ or God or whoever you want to call it. But in other religions, they say the same exact thing. They don't serve God, so which makes now God a false god. But if their God is false and this God is false and that God is false, then they're all false gods. So there is no right God. Again, this is probably going to go over a lot of people's heads. And it's okay, because this is just me thinking out loud. If they're all false from one religion to the next, then they're all false. Hence, state and religion should never come together, ever. No matter which one. They should never be in the same, not in the same sentence. Right? But these people want to put state and religion in the same sentence. It don't make any sense. Now, here's the other problem with this. Isn't also in the Constitution that you're allowed to freedom of religion, which means I can serve whatever God I choose to serve? So if you put church and religion or state and religion together, which God we serving? Now that's going to contradict with the Constitution rule that says you're free to serve your own God. So you can't put any one religion ahead of the others. Hence, state and religion need to be two separate entities. You should not bring them to work. What you do in your private time as a Christian should have absolutely nothing to do with what you do as a representative of the state or the country or whatever the hell you choose to do. If you want to be a Christian, you need to keep your ass out of politics, out of any role that requires you to make rules about other people's lives. It don't belong anywhere near there. If you want to be a Christian, a devout Christian, then you keep your ass out of politics. Because they made the rule specifically for that reason. State and religion need to be separate. Because of the one that says everybody's free to serve their own God. Or religion, or whatever it says. And the fact that every one of these other religions say everybody's God is false. So which means there's no real God. So what you choose to do on your own private time is your own private business. And nobody's allowed to tell you what to do when it comes to your beliefs. But no, these Trumpians and these extremists and these MAGAs and whatever the hell they want to call themselves these days, because I don't even know, I can't even keep up, want to take their religion and shove it down your throat. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Christianity is the worst. Speaking, I was a Christian, and I'm telling you, they are some of the worst people you'll ever fucking meet in your life. Because they try to shove everything that they believe in down your throat, and everything you're doing is wrong. It don't matter what your beliefs are. It don't matter who you are, where you're from. If you're not a Christian, you're wrong and you need to go to hell. But that same religion telling people you should forgive, love, and welcome your brother with open arms. And those are the same people that shoving their foot down your throat and telling you you're evil and you need to die. Some don't make sense. Because Christians are only Christians one day of the week. Let me say this again. Christians are only Christians one day of the week. And that's not all, but most. Let me say it again. It's not all of them, but most of them are Christians one day of the week. They only forgive you one day of the week, and they only do good one day of the week. Don't believe me? Open your eyes and look. People who claim they're Christians are the first ones to ditch you when you need their help. But your friend down the street who smoke pot and do every unworldly things, as Christians call it, are the first ones there to help you out when you need help. But they are the bad people. Look at what's going on right now with what they call them, evangelicals or whatever the hell their name is. I really don't care what their name is because I don't want to know any of them. They literally are shoving their beliefs down everybody's throats. You can't tell them what to do. You can't tell them nothing. They are literally trying to, their words, not mine, kill everybody because they don't believe what they believe in. Again, Christians is the worst. Don't believe me? Look back. Just take a look at history. You don't have to read history. Just glimpse over it a little bit. And 90% of the murders and killings and beheadings and whatever you want to call it, done by Christians. People who claim they love God and supposed to be forgiving and caring and all this other stuff. Those same people will murder you in the blink of an eye and then go to church on Sunday, again, one day of the week, and beg for forgiveness. Am I missing something? Because I don't think I'm missing something. But those are the people we should look to for whatever. Like I say, I don't trust Christians. Somebody tell me they're devoted Christians, I try to stay far away from them. Because I know what that means. One day of the week, you're a good person. The rest, you're worse than Satan himself. Please prove me wrong. Don't just say I'm wrong, but actually prove me wrong. You know how a lot of first response for these so-called Christians about other people who don't believe in what they believe in or don't want to be a part of what they believe in, how their first response is to kill them all, or they all should go to hell, or some horrible thing should happen to these people? I forgot to say that. But honestly, if that's their first response, that tells you how horrible these people truly are. And that's why I don't trust Christians. And I don't think I'll ever trust Christians. And me, I was one of them. I never think like that because people had their right to their own choices. This is why I stopped even pretend to go to church. This is why I stopped following their teachings, because their teachings are so brutal and hypocritical. It's mind-blowing. And people are still following these things. Brainwashing people with this stuff. That now it's so bad that you don't have to go far to see how horrible the stuff is. Just look at a Trumpian. Look at a MAGA. And you'll see how bad it really is. How far this brainwashing has gone. Because if you're a Christian, a true to God Christian, and you really want to follow the teachings of the Bible, A lot of it's to murder their own damn people. A lot of it's to rape, kill, and pillage innocent kids. A lot of it is horror. If you actually sit down and read the Bible, it contradicts itself so much. In one part it said be a good person, the other part says kill your neighbor. Wait, what? You don't believe me? Start reading the Bible. You'll see what I'm talking about. Actually read the Bible, not skim through it. Read chapter by chapter, page by page. I started and I had to stop because it literally, that's what made me stop being a Christian. Because there's no way in hell can I follow this thing and be anything but a horrible, mixed, confused, crazy ass person. Because the Bible is so contradicting. It is the most contradicting book in the entire universe. But you have to read it. You have to physically read it and understand it for yourself. Not let somebody tell you, but read it yourself. Pick it up, page by page, chapter by chapter, and read it and try and understand what the thing is saying. Because it is so contradictory. It's mind-blowing. And then you have to remember what you read before, because you read one chapter here and go about 4 books down and you read it again and you read something totally different from what the first book said. Mind-blowing. And the things they do and say it's okay in the Bible, by today's standard would not be okay. Even if you're not a Christian, even if you're some pimp somewhere, some of it's just not okay. You got to read it for yourself. Don't take my word for it. Pick up the book and start reading it. Actually read it and try to understand it. Don't let somebody tell you what it means. Read it for yourself. If you don't understand it, keep reading. I guarantee you the meaning will come to you. Just take your time and do it. Don't take my word for it. Don't take your pastor's word for it. Read it yourself. Don't take anybody's word. I want you to read it yourself and prove me that I'm wrong, that the Bible is not contradictory. All right? Okay. Hopefully this is the last part. But people who are brainwashed by the Bible, aka these MAGAs and these people who think church and state should belong in the same sentence, I've never read the Bible. I guarantee they have never picked up the Bible and actually read it. Even though it's the most available book in the world. I mean, you go anywhere and pick up a Bible. And I guarantee you, they have never picked it up and read one chapter for themselves. This is why they're so brainwashed.